guys, welcome to my channel, welcome back. If you're new, my name is Emily, and in today's video, we are going to talk about Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So I first read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone when I want to say 16, and it was probably my first audiobook that I read from start to finish. Growing up, I had access to different accessible books, different books in general, with me being totally blind, but I never really had the attention span to sit down and read a Braille book, A, because they were bulky and heavy, and two, I just didn't have the attention span, like I said, to sit down and read. But probably the summer between my sophomore and junior year, the buzz about this accessible app called Bard Mobile started to come around and kind of get to me, so I downloaded it and set it up. And I will do a separate video explaining what that is coming up really soon. But I downloaded it and set it up, and I downloaded some books but never really committed. And several months went by, and I was talking to one of my, actually my best friend, who I refer to as Twin, now. At the time, we were just kind of starting to hang out and get close, and we started talking about books, and she said, well, have you read the Harry Potter series? I said, no. I never really thought I would be interested in kind of that kind of book series. And she kind of dared me. She said, just read the first, I think she said like 3 chapters, or it might have been the first hour, some kind of dare like that, and I promise you will be hooked. And so I was like, okay, because if you don't know me, if you dare me or challenge me to do something, I kind of like to prove people wrong sometimes. So if you dare me to do something, I'm going to at least try, usually, and to see if I can do it, because that's just my personality type. So I was like, okay, I'll read this book, and that is where my journey with Harry Potter started, and I have been in love with the books ever since. And Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, also known as the Philosopher's Stone if you're not from the States, has been my favorite book ever since. I think it definitely is something I can relate to. And Ron and Harry's friendship makes me laugh, because it kind of reminds me of me and my best friend's relationship. Like, the same friend who got me into Harry Potter, she's gonna kill me for bringing her name up in this video probably, but her name is Miranda, and me and her are like always getting into something, and I feel like that's always like Harry and Ron, like they're always like out to do something. And I feel like that was a lot of like me and Miranda, like we're always out to be like, what can we do today, like what can we do, like that was always us at like different like summer camps and stuff like that. And so I could always kind of relate to them, and I could always relate to Hermione, because I've always been kind of like the nerd who loved to like read. Once I got into audiobooks, Harry Potter was the first book series that really showed me that I could get into audiobooks and things like that, and that's what has inspired me to start this channel, and I haven't stopped reading since, honestly, and you'll see more book reviews on this channel. And I love Hermione. Hermione is probably my favorite character in the entire series, but just because I love to see her grow kind of just from this young kind of nerd into a strong and confident woman throughout the series. And so I think Hermione is my favorite character because I can really kind of relate to her the most. So, and I really related to her in this book just because, especially when I was younger, I would sometimes just be like a wealth of like random knowledge, and I still am. Like, if you know me, I am just sometimes a wealth of random knowledge about random subjects. So I can definitely relate to Hermione, and I honestly felt bad for Harry and him growing up with the Dursleys and the way that he did. Like, the Dursleys were horrible, and I felt bad for the way that he was treated. But I feel like it helps him for further on in the series, but I feel bad for the way that he was treated growing up. I couldn't really relate because I had a pretty decent childhood, but I just really felt bad for how he was treated. But I feel like my favorite professors are probably in this book Dumbledore. Just because I love his sense of humor and sarcasm and things like that. So I love Dumbledore. And so, yeah, this is overall my favorite book. My favorite event from this book is probably oh, this is so hard. It's probably the sorting, probably just the first few days at Hogwarts, just to see the wonder, since I've always wanted to go. Like, now that I've read the whole series, it's just probably always been like my favorite part, just to see like their wonder of them like learning everything and getting settled into Hogwarts. So that's always just been my favorite part. Just like him, probably not the sorting, probably my favorite part is just him getting like on the Quidditch team, Harry getting put onto the Quidditch team, because like how mad that made Malfoy. And I just loved the fact that Harry got picked to do something good, and that shapes him so much throughout the series, the fact that he is on the Quidditch team. So I think that's my favorite event through the whole book. I know that's so random and so small, but I think that is my favorite event, is Harry getting on to the Quidditch team. And yeah, and so my next video will my next upcoming videos will be if I think you should get the Brill Note Touch Plus in 2021, a book review of the Chamber of Secrets, and me kind of showing you a little bit of the Bard mobile app, maybe, and some of my most used apps for accessibility and productivity. I know this video was kind of rambly and probably didn't make much sense, but I just wanted to quickly get it up for you guys, since I promised I would get it up and I haven't posted in a while, but I'm hoping to get more regular. So see you soon. Bye.